Greetings, my fellow freedom loving sovereign thinkers. Thank you for tuning in to the LO3 podcast. My name is Craig, transmitting from the beautiful swampy Mangra, South Florida. And today's date is Monday, June 14th, 2021, Flag Day. So everyone out there, support your American spirit in a liberty fashion. Okay, liberty means freedom and morality combined, okay? And of course, Donald Trump, today's his birthday. He turned, 75 today. And even Kim Peterson, also known as King Diamond, turned 65. Yes, the man behind Merciful Fate and his solo stuff and all that. So he's still kicking it, man, which is great. So I've always been a fan of his music as well during that time. It's funny, I used to listen to Striper and Merciful Fate. I used to have them side by side on albums. So yeah, I have a total appreciation when it comes to talent. And plus it's very cool. So I just had to make that statement on that. And of course you got places are complaining where I'm staying. So what else is new? They don't want to talk to me. So go figure, because they got their testicles in their mouth, supposedly, right? Doing nothing wrong. So, I'm going to be discussing here from a colleague of mine named Chris Nelson on freeflorida.me. And this one here came out an hour ago, and Mr. Nelson did a story on this thing, and it's in reference to Broward County schools, okay? And it says here, breaking Broward County schools to pass resolution conditioning boys playing on girls' sports team. Okay? So, let's just narrate what Mr. Nelson has to say. As it reads here, Broward County School Board wants boys to play on girls' sports teams. In spite of Governor Ron DeSantis' signing a law that would prevent boys from playing in girls' sports teams in Florida schools. The Broward School Board put forward a proclamation declaring support of transgender students participating in athletics. The proclaim states the School Board of Broward County, State of Florida, opposes the Fairness in Women's Sports Act, which bars certain transgender students from playing sports. The Fairness Women's Sports Act, signed by DeSantis on June 1st, 2021, does not prevent transgender students from participating in athletics. It does prohibit athletic teams or sports designated for female students to be open to male students. Read the full text law below, which I'm gonna read that proclamation. The proclamation, which has attached, also reads: the School Board of Broward County, Florida, hereby proclaims their support of transgender youth who deserves to live a life that is safe and free from discrimination of any kind. I'm sorry. I'll be there. I'm not going after this particular group, but it really seems odd. Like you're going to cater to one and deprive another. Always got to have that. Let that sink in. Okay, so as it keeps on reading here, the Broward School Board has been plagued with scandal, including the event and resignation of Superintendent Robert Runcie and School Board Attorney Barbara Myrick in April on perjury charges. You can read that on Channel 10. And of course, Runcie has given a $800,000 golden parachute and remains superintendent through the end of July. On June 11th, it was announced Chief Financial Officer Judith Matt and Frank Garotti, who oversees the $800 million bond-funded school renovation project, will be stepping down on January 15th. And you can read that too in the Sun Sentinel. And of course, early retirement health concerns are reasons given. The school board will meet Tuesday on June 15th, 10 a.m. at the Broward School Board building in Fort Lauderdale. The agenda can be found here. So if you want to sign up, speak, contact the school board office at 754-321-2390. Speakers begin at 5 p.m. and are not required to attend the entire meeting. You can read the full text of the Fairness of Women's Sports Act here. And I'll be very frank. You know what? I'm gonna be doing? I want to read the proclamation first, and then I could give you my decision, my actual decision here. So it's right here. Hold on here. I'm gonna make sure. Can I save it? Yeah, that awesome. All right, so I'm going to save this here. And this is before I can proceed. I have to apologize. I am at downtown Saloon, located at 10 South New River Drive East, which is along the New River, Fort Lauderdale, besides the Broward County Jail and Courthouse, historical landmark, southeast section of the Andrews Avenue Bridge. Support the local shops wherever you're listening to my show. So let's see what these folks have to say. Broward County School Board of Broward County, Florida proclamation declaring sports of transgender students participating in athletics. The proclamation declares that the school board of Broward County, Florida, opposes the Fairness in Women's Sports Act, which bars certain transgender students from playing sports. And I'll just say here, whereas the school board of Broward County prides itself on being welcome, affirming, and inclusive for all students, including all members of the LGBTQ community, and transgender youth are among the most misunderstood and marginalized within our schools and communities. And Governor Ron DeSantis signed the Fairness Women's Sports Act into law during the 2021 legislative session, being effectively banned certain transgender student athletes from participating in sports, and similar legislation excluding or curtailing the rights of the transgender community has been filed in at least 25 states as part of a coordinated campaign that puts health and well-being of transgender youth at risk, and participating in sports provided critical life lessons like teamwork, dedication, and leadership that should be available to all youth, including transgender youth. And the Florida High School Athletic Association and the National Collegiate Athletic Association had existing policies in place regarding gender identity and participation in sports for nearly a decade, and no formal complaints have been identified under these existing policies. And a federal judge has already halted implementation of transgender sports ban legislation due to its likely unconstitutionality. So, they gotta get the federal government involved. I'm trying to tell the states, we gotta do it this way. As far as I'm concerned, they want to use the thing called incorporation doctrine. Alright, I'll continue on here. And erupting state legislation curtailing the rights of transgender community has previously led to millions of dollars of economic losses, including NCAA tournaments, relocations, and boycotts. What? And businesses with strong diversity and inclusion commitments, particularly in the sports and the hospitality industry, may be forced to locate events outside of the state to align with their values. And see, I like what he says here. And South Florida's NBA team, the Miami Heat, released a statement through Equality Florida on April 5th, 2021, stating the Miami Heat champions diversity and inclusion, both on and off the court. We believe sports are their best. They bring people together to work, to play, and to create sense of belonging for all. Every young person deserves the opportunity to participate in athletics and experience the critical life lessons that sports offers, such as wellness, dedication, problem solving, and leadership. Sports should be welcoming for all. Well, your politics suck, by the way. The National Basketball Association, it sucks. Okay, I'm sorry to be blunt, folks, but this is totally acidine rhetoric. I'm just wondering how this is relevant to this proclamation. And I'll continue on here. And South Florida's NHL team, the Florida Panthers, released a statement on April 17, 2021, ending, the Florida Panthers are committed to diversity and equality through the NHL's hockey. It's for everyone's initiatives, living these values through education programs and pride community outreach. We are proud to support Equality's Florida mission. And the city of Fort Lauderdale issued a resolution opposing this harmful legislation on April 20th, 2021, directing the city's state lobbyists to advocate against House Bill 1475 and House Bill 2012. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the school board of Broward County and state of Florida hereby proclaims their support of transgender youth who deserves to have a life that is safe and free of discrimination of any kind, given at Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the day 15th of June, 2021. Resolution hasn't been passed, but it's a rough draft. And this is what I have to say. You want to solve this? Start a division for that particular group. That's it. What is so hard? All this drama queen rhetoric is only benefiting one. So this whole diversity thing is nothing more than hypocrisy 101. So you're going to deprive the women, these young ladies, with individuals that are transgenders, and they still have the build of a man. Okay? Like what happened at UFC. A transgender fighter fighting the women's division. That's wrong. Okay? That is totally unacceptable. And I don't give a damn if you get offended or not. It's just the confounded truth, folks. It's not here crucifying a particular group either, okay? I look at people as individuals. Right? I told the NHL and the NBA, you know what? You start your own division. Start your own league with that particular group. Okay, you want diversity? There you go. End of story. And if it sells good, so be it. Don't use this political propaganda to deprive the women in the state of Florida. I find this unacceptable. If people get offended by this episode, I could care less. I'm not saying this out of malice or hatred, but in good faith. And there's people I know who went in that predicament. I'm not here to crucify them by any means. They're good people. But if you're going to shove stuff down people's throats, what the city of Fort Lauderdale has done in Broward County is pathetic. And I'll say this, people got to read the laws themselves, including myself. But like I said, I've read enough of it, and I think it's fair. Solution? Start divisions of these teams in that particular bracket. There it is. If you get enough of them to do it, so be it. But don't punish the women in these athletics. This is a war on this particular group, which the so-called Democrats try to use on everybody else. Projection, folks. That's all it is. They point the finger at others and they want to emulate it. That's my intake on it. What's yours? I thank everyone for listening. Plus, feel free to download and share us throughout your social media network. If you have any questions, comments, something that's interesting you want to check out, whatever you do, please send it corresponds to Decorum. Furthermore, I'll leave the footnote of this article on my speaker page, and I will put the copy of the photo, too, of the proclamation. And so, if you want to contact me, hit me at LookYourLuck number 03 at protonmail.com. And if you want to donate, you can hit me at paypal.me or cash.app /LookYourLuck number 3. If you want to support Florida, freeflorida.me, do it. Good guy, good folks. They share information on there as a blog. And I'm proud to say, yeah, I do like what they're producing. All right, folks. Once again, thank you for your time. Plus, always remember that demoniac resistance is healthy for the soul and can liberate humanity. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Keep on spreading the love. And may your guardian spirits be with you.